Yo guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Daki. Spells Darkiee. I'm gonna give you guys something today. Yeah. In this life here, there are like two people you should never change your life. Like you should be careful how you change them. Basically, see the guy that babs your hair. You have to be very careful how you change that guy. Like it's if someone has been good on your head, just make sure you keep him. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that that guy remains, keeps doing that service to you and your doctor basically, because your previous doctors know your they know your your health history and all of that. So it's good that you don't just change them as it were. You have to be very careful when changing. But you see that barber especially. That's the reason why you see me wearing do rag. But anyways, if you guys are doing fine, I want to say big thanks to you guys. You guys are amazing. We love you guys so much. This is me welcoming you guys to Goes to Life News, where I bring you updates concerning music, and that is across the country. Straight up today, we'll begin with the happy man, the man who said, "I'm happy that you are happy that I'm happy." Because he came out to say he was happy, and then we saw a fan saying, "I'm happy that you're happy," and then he replied saying, I'm happy that you're happy that I'm happy. So what it meant is he's so happy that the person is happy that he's oh what Davido was thinking and that's the big one. I saw when he dropped the Timeless project, 17 track project, inclusive of 16 new projects and one champion sound that we heard before. We saw for the official Nigeria top 10 released by Turntable Charts. We saw No Competition number one, over there, number two, unavailable number three, Fuel number four, PNDS, Radical Eagle number five, Gogolada number six, then 7, 8, 9, 10 occupied by Davido. So for the top 10, we have Davido occupying 8 spots, inclusive 1 to 4, and then 7 to 10. Amazing one for him, and then big win for Davido and the entire team. We saw over the weekend, I think it was a Monday evening, Monday night football. So Barcelona take on Girona, and the match ended 0-0 in favor of nobody. I saw Asasika present on that match where there was a you see saw Spotify actually putting Davido in the faces of the Spanish fans saying Davido just dropped his new project Timeless, and obviously we are so sure that a lot of Spanish fans will go back home to stream what that is all about. Good one and for the team and Davido himself. We saw where Davido Timeless debut at 37 on this week Billboard 200 becomes the highest charting album with 17,000 units sold. Big one for Davido. You know, 23rd of April this month, when we're seeing Davido live at TBS, uh, we want to build his fans. So he has like three categories where you have to pick one. We have Namoni, regular, and then the baddest beat, 20K, 50K, 100K. Which one are you picking? Which one are you going for? Obviously, the show is beginning by 2 p.m. in the afternoon, but then you're not going to get performances from 2. Performances will begin from 6 p.m., but 2 to 6 p.m. is going to be all fun, networking, food and drinks, meeting people, saying hi, and a lot of games will be played. So it's going to be, this is the video way of saying, I want to shut down Lagos for one full day. 2 p.m. to dawn is an amazing one, and let's see how he plans to go about that one. Moving on for the video timeless debut at 10 on the UK album chart. It marks its first top 10 and the second highest charting Nigerian album in history. For the Billboard, before the Billboard came out to show support, solidarity for Davido franchise, the Puma franchise, and for Billboard, we know them to be a music entity, but then coming up for fashion is because Davido is what all of that. Moving on, we saw Apple Music saying the Godfather is taking over African radio now. Davido celebrates the release of his new album Timeless on a special episode. You don't want to miss that one. Apple is saying you guys don't want to miss that one. I saw Timeless becomes the most streamed album in Nigeria in a single day on Spotify. Amazing one for this guy. You know, it's just funny how they don't keep breaking this record like day by day. Unavailable at the moment, I've surpassed 100,000 Shazams. At the moment, I surpassed 100,000. That's Shazam's 100,000 plus times at the moment. Remember, it's a 17 track project. So imagine one track off it is Shazammed over 100 times. So what happens to the remaining one is just a big win for the project. Moving on, we saw for unavailable has been streamed about 4 million times Spotify. That's like I think that's the highest so far at the moment on the album, and that's because they're pushing out at the moment. So it's good to see this one has been streamed 4 million times on Spotify. Big win for them, and let's see. Hopefully, this is the part where we want to say let's put them in the box here. So what do you think they're going to push next time available? Because obviously we know they're pushing available the dance step and then follow with the music video. So, but then what do you think they are pushing next? We have Phil, we have Namone, we have Godfather, we have Lond, we have For the Road, we have amazing project. Trust me, amazing project. We saw for the Canadian Billboard, we saw Davido Timeless album debut at 32 on this week Billboard Canadian album chart. It is his first ever album to debut on this chart. We saw Davido actually coming out to explain the presidential election thing, and then he said it point blank. He said it in such a way that you cannot hold him to his word. He said he actually came out to say who supported in presidential election. We're sure that we have three top tier candidates at Atiku, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Peter Obi Gregory. But then he has come out to say this is who I supported in the presidential election. But before we get there, we saw Davido coming out to say he has been vocal about the election. He's always talking about it. And then he's saying his colleagues who are not talking about it, he's not blaming them because obviously everybody has family to feed, everybody has everybody have one thing that they want to do. So for several reasons, some person can choose not to say or not to talk about something. But he as a person, he has been very vocal about this election. And then he went further to say this is who he supported in the presidential. I know a lot of people ask a question saying, who did Davido support for the election? But anyways, he has come out to say the candidate he supported was from his own party. He said he supported himself. So Davido is saying he said he's a leader in his own right, and then he supported his own self for the election. Now he didn't come out to say I supported Ahmed or I supported this or that. He said I supported myself. I think that's like a very smart way of just avoiding questions because if you have said this person, he has fans from all over the world, all over tiers of life, all over political race and all of that that support him. So if you're supporting this person, what it means is it's going to create a rivalry between them and these people. So nah, it's not important. So he's just saying he supports himself for the presidential election. We saw where he came out to it was Adesope and Zlatan on this one. For Zlatan, I'm sure you guys know if you've seen the gang of Lagos, and Zlatan is that guy that actually went all out and all of that, doing good for himself. I think that was like his debut movie stuff, and then he came out sweet. Zlatan killed the role at that point. Like I don't think they could have been a better art for that one if not Zlatan. Amazing one. And for sure we know. I think there's a movie where Don Jazzy is going to be premiering too. So let's wait to see what this guys have to offer. But then I was talking with Davido, and Davido was actually coming out to say my younger brother is making money, and then we show where he showed the ice thingy and all of that. And then people are actually talking about this sort of stuff, saying is the way you said like my younger brother and all of that. Like, is Zlatan really Davido's younger brother? Maybe by age, obviously. Davido should be older or something. But then, some people are actually commenting saying, no, it's not age, it's money. Like, obviously, money is the fact that money was what he actually used as yardstick to say, he's my younger brother. Or maybe influence, or maybe musical proneness, or maybe money, or maybe age. But whatever it is, he has come out to say, my younger brother is making money. And obviously, it sounds so happy and so cool that in this zone, no competition, everybody's winning, and we all are so happy with that one. But then is Latan really Davido's younger brother? I'll let you guys really talking about that one. Moving on, we have Burna Boy on this one. We saw where for Burna Boy, one thing we know about this guy is the fact that he knows exactly what to do to sell out and shut down stadiums as he wills. We saw where he came out from Netherlands, about 41k capacity sold out. France about 40k capacity sold out. London about 80k capacity. That's about 0.5% to be sold out, and that's less than 1%. Amazing one to him and the team. And then for the USA, 41k capacity tickets went on sales last Friday, and then let's see what happens to him in the coming days to see whether or not he's going to sell that one. We saw Burna Boy last video surpassing 180 million views on YouTube. Big ones for him. On the Billboard World Digital Song Sale Chart, Burna Boy made is I think he made number 14, and what it means he has spent 40 weeks on the charts. Big one for Burna Boy on that one. Moving on, we saw where Merana. Okay, I think it's a new song. Yeah, one of the this funny how a lot of people actually have not listened to this one, but trust me, it's one nice song to listen to. Mera by Sidiou Mosawale and Wala, sorry, with Burna Boy and Steel Band came through with that one, and it came last week. And at the moment, that song is on number 12. He made it number 12 on the Billboard Hot Trending Song Chart. Whatever Burna Boy put his hand upon, trust me, that song automatically becomes gold. Burna Boy knows what to do. Whether it's his own song or someone else's song, it comes exactly with his top game whenever he's on any project that has to do with lyrics. I was Burna Boy on the low, now officially certified gold in the UK. On the low is an amazing one. Funny how and that's why you think music is timeless, where you drop a project before and then in no time it's looking like those songs are not coming back to get like recognition and awards and all of that. So big on to Burna Boy for getting this one. For the Billboard World Album Chart, Burna Boy Love That Mini number 12. He spent that's about 40 weeks on the chart at the same time. And Burna Boy Africa Giant album becomes the first album to and by a Nigerian artist to have 5 certified songs, inclusive of On the Low, certified in the US, Canada, France, and UK. Bono, Canada, UK, France, Portugal, Gumbody, the UK, anybody in Canada, and also Collateral Damage in France. Amazing one for this guy. Is doing good for himself. I will say Burna Boy extends his record as Nigerian artist with the most certified solo songs, which that's like number 6 solo songs. At the moment, we have Odilo Ye, Bono, Last, Anybody, and Trust Me, Collateral Damage. Burna Boy Common Person video, which was released recently, has surpassed 20 million views on YouTube. That is, it doesn't get better than this. Last is about 180 million, and then Common Person about 20 million. Let's see what happened to these videos and numbers in the coming days. We have Joeboy as the next guy on the news. Somebody Joeboy came out to say, I think he was actually talking about his first UK headline, but at the moment we don't have a date, we don't have a venue to it yet. When we have those details, trust us, we'll get back to you guys on that one. Somebody came out to say his album is coming, and for I think for Joeboy, yeah, if there's anything if there's anything his fans are looking forward to, is the fact that he has this kind of aura. He brings a different aura to his craft, and so in such a way that you just could listen to whatever he drops. Because all body and soul, like you cannot just pass it by. You can't skip it. Whenever he's playing, you can't skip. You have to listen to him because Joe Boy has that serious replay values to his songs and all of that. Big win for Joe Boy, and we can't wait to see what the album finally will look like. Moving on, we saw where Kikoi came out to say, if you know the kind of effort artists put into popping off, you won't wish them bad. True on that one. Big one for him. We saw where he got himself an apartment and also two white Benz and all of that. Same day, same moment. I was also come and say congratulations and all of that. But then somebody who is very close to him came out to say, you know what, for Joe Boy, that is his house number 4. House number 4. House number 4. What it means, he has gotten house 1, house 2, house 3, and then this is his 4th house he's getting. So obviously, Joe Boy knows exactly what he wants out of life. I saw where he came out with this new one called said Duffel Bag, which I think for the video premiere he had he snippet he did with Allison, one of the Big Brother one of the Big Brother housemates, where they actually had fun on set, and it was also dressed up in such a sugar daddy vibe of thingy, white hair, white cap, big tummy, and rocking Allison the point. But the catchy point of this is the fact that the song sounded so nice, and people asking questions: is this part of the project, or is a single on the job before the project? Whatever it is, Joe Boy, please do something about that project. Somebody came out to say global domination after the album, and then said on God, that is on God. Only God, the way the music thing is going is people are leaving it to the hands of God, saying only God can determine what you will be. Like you could drop a project, your team and you might think this is a very massive project, and then when you drop this project, you might not get what you actually want from it. Whereas you drop on that song and you're like, let me just play with this song, and you wake up the next morning and you're seeing it everywhere. The way music thing work is just on God, and he's saying on God he wants global domination after the album. Anyways, we have DJ Neptune as the next guy and last guy on the news. Now we saw where he was in Rwanda, and then he made a shout out to Fave, Nasty, Techno, and Ladipo for coming out for him and all of that. But then this is one thing that artists actually do when they are singing on stage and all of that, and the fans are so contagious, and then they want to throw themselves to the crowd and want to catch them and bring them back. And I'm more like, what if they just take you away and you don't come back? But then he was like, he was almost tempted to do all of that because of the love he received in Rwanda. We saw where he came out at the time. That's about February, to announce his North American tour at Minneapolis, Chicago, Jacksonville, Dallas, Houston, and California. It ended on the 12th day of March, and he actually had an amazing time over this show. So where him and Ruga came through with that one. Bienvenue, amazing song, amazing song. I think it came with a dance step here. One subtle dance where you shake your waist, it kind of a very, very subtle way. But then Ruga came through 100%. Neptune also came through 100% on that one. But anyways, the big news is this: Greatness 3.0 EP on the way, and then say can't wait to share what has been cooking to your eardrum. So you're saying 3.0 EP is on the way, and trust me, whatever is coming from DJ Neptune's table is a banger, and he's saying he cannot wait to make sure his fans get a feel of what all of that feels like. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this news. Remember, I told you guys, your doctor and your barber, as it were, Don't change them anyhow. I'll catch you guys later.